Hello, and welcome on my tutorial on how to generate custom Blender PBR materials from photos you have taken. You won't need anything fancy, just a regular smartphone or camera, and you'll be able to recreate texture, height, and roughness information using my AI. To begin with, take a photo of your desired surface, ideally at no angle and under neutral lighting conditions. Make sure that straight lines in your image stay straight. We will then crop the image. We select the square format and choose a portion of the image which looks good to us. Then we can proceed to the AI. In your browser, go to jsch.in/matgen-AI. You'll find this link in the description as well. Select and upload the image you just took. The AI will process the image, which takes a few seconds. As you can see here now, the AI has processed the image and we have a material. We can select and deselect certain materials in the preview. For example, our texture has no metallic parts, so we can skip that. If you want to see the raw material without color information, you can do it like this. You can disable normals, height, and roughness. These are all maps which will be generated. You then download the material using the Save Textures button. This will take a moment and you will receive a zip archive. Here's the downloaded zip file, which we need to unpack. Open Blender, delete the default cube, add a plane, and then go into shading mode. I have already opened the textures we need here. With the plane selected, create a new material with the default principled BSDF shader. Then drag and drop all the images from our material into the node editor. Here we want to have the normal map, albedo. Since our material isn't metallic, we don't need that one. And the roughness map. Make sure to select non-color in the color space for every image that isn't the albedo map. That is very important. Now we'll connect these nodes to the shader. We can go to the material preview here. In this case, I set up cycles for my project, but you can also use the Eevee engine. The color output of this node here is connected with the roughness output of the principled BSDF shader. Now we need to add a normal map node, which is added like this. Connect the color to the color node and the normal to the normal node input. As you can already see, there are some details visible. We can manipulate the strength of the normal map. We can see how much it affects our image. We'll select the value that looks good for us. For the final step, we want to add height information so that our mesh is physically deformed. Select the plane, go into edit mode, go to edge, subdivide, and set the number of cuts to 10. Leave edit mode and then add a subdivision surface modifier. We set this to the maximum number so our height texture will look crisp and clean. Then we add a displacement modifier. Press on New Texture here. Press this button to go to the texture itself. Press Open and select the height map. As you can see, our displacement modifier is way too strong at the moment, so we'll dial down the strength. Let's start with 0.1, which is probably still too much. Make sure to select coordinates UV here for a proper mapping between our image and mesh. By pressing Shift and clicking on the strength option, we can manipulate the strength of our displacement modifier way more precise. I'm also going to tweak this normal strength a little bit more, like this. As you can see, we have a nice light reflection on our wood in this case, created by our roughness map, and some nice finish. You can also see, if you disable the render mode, that our mesh itself was modified. I hope you learned something from my tutorial. Have fun creating materials!